Excuse me. It's really hot out, yeah. But I'm confident that the sun is going to feel amazing for me anyway. I did this mirror flip thing on this, and the lighting is different. The lighting is different. Which one am I going to go with today? You created it or them? And now you don't like the result. What is it that they created? Because it could be you created this whole story. This could be for a movie, and now you don't like it, right? Or you created this version of me through things that you believe to be true, things that you forced to be true, and things that you found out are actually true. The problem is the lesser of of all three percentages are the things that actually are true. This, you don't like it, right? You created this vehicle, this version, and you don't like it. Tell me about what this is that they created or that they put into. Father and Hermit. So this is a male, no doubt. I'm not getting into. And you created this box around yourself and you don't like it. Tell me about this, please. Yeah, I feel like somebody could be constantly drinking or getting high or something like that, and they put themselves in this. This feels like a time warp, a cyclical cycle. Yeah, and this to me with the Page of Cups feels like going backwards with creativity. And then there's another thing here where the father has become the babysitter. He has these kids, and then what happened is, well, maybe I'll invite so-and-so's kids over, and then they can pretty much watch the kids for me. And he sits and watches television while the kids play, and you became the babysitter, the maid. It's taking your manhood away. You don't know it to be this. You don't like hearing it from women, especially like myself. But women like myself, forget the men that told this guy. I need you to understand, when a woman like me says it, it's because we care. We're not trying to break you down or make you feel bad about yourself. We actually want you to see that sometimes you need to be told some things. So now I just sit with this flask, or I sit with this rocks glass, and round and round and round. I gotta hold the cards differently now because of the mirror thing. I'm just in a it feels like, I never put the cards down sideways. Sideways is usually, but not always, currently happening. Altered state of consciousness with the Hangman at the bottom. They could have put some kind of like guard up if they're in a marriage or something. It could be like they're separating, but not on paper. This could be a separation, in-home separation. So this would be your creation, right? You created this. And then I also see that this could be a husband where you created what? Somebody was constantly doing drugs, or like you're always in jail, you're always getting high, you're always getting tickets. I mean, we got kids and a home here. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. It's like, I don't know what's up with the fountain out back. Like, I don't know if you used to have a great life and now the father just withdraws because they're losing. Like, there are a lot of men that can't take the karma that's coming. Whatever this was, whether you stole other people's things and you never gave back, so that money just kind of accrued bad luck and bad energy and bad karma and stuff, or if you spend it on the wrong thing. Some of your dads, woohoo, others of them, they allowed themselves to be the tail, not the head, and a woman took them for everything they had, or you know what I mean. But there's something here with that happening. This with the marriage and putting boundaries up with that with the forest is like, I feel like I'm just by myself, you know what I mean? So, but the thing is they put themselves there too. I feel a lot of, you could have changed this, or you could have la-di-da-di-da. It's your child's father too that constantly winds up in jail because of the child support. You get out, you get a little bit of help, we give you enough help to get back on your feet. Next thing you know, you get into some relationship, you knock somebody else up. Now you're back there again. The past makes this person angry. Like, we know that you had a violent past. We know that you did, but it's as if you like it, or they could even be in a situation now where they're thinking about things from the past. Their childhood, possibly. I'm not sure what this is, but I know it's uncomfortable. I don't like it, so it must have to happen, right? You're absolutely correct. There are some ancestors or some other beings that are pissed off about something in the past that happened. Somebody could be feeling like they were stuck with a husband or a wife and kids. Here I am. That's what this is. This is for men only who are dealing with women, who, whether these are girlfriends, fiancés, wives, daughters, business partners, assistants, doctors, women that play some type of role in their life, and they're just kind of noticing differences and yet similarities. Yeah, you're gonna bruise from that, darling. Yeah, I started hitting myself. I didn't realize how hard I hit. I had one of those bits of, it felt good though. It felt good to hit myself and know that what am I gonna do, arrest myself? So I'm sure that I'm gonna bruise because I hit my chest and I'm starting to bruise there. I don't care. I don't see anybody and I don't have a job to show up for. So I'll call it an iron deficiency. Fucking black and blue all over my face. Iron deficiency. Yep. So they could be, I feel my spine hurts and my sciatic nerve. This is them. I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling this shit though. Why am I feeling it? I'm not these people. There's some type of other nasty being though. Oh, this could be attachments, or you could be feeling some kind of attachments when it comes to this person. And I think that they're trying to show somebody, there's some other force trying to show. This would be where your loyalty is at, right? So it feels like a lot of loss because of, let's say you fired your good worker. You had two workers. One showed up late, they were a little mouthy, and they didn't like to follow rules. The other one, on time, barely spoke, didn't really take long lunches, right? So for some reason, they get nitpicked. Because if this is the boss you're dealing with, or even someone that's running something, they don't want anybody outworking them. This is where we're at. I don't remember it being like this always, but it's where we're at now. And in order to change it, it has to be acknowledged, accepted that this is what it is. All right, and it's not going to apply to everybody, but for a lot of people, this is in many areas of people's lives. I'm not sure if you. So what is this then? Are you the pillar? Is this it? You're the cap of how far we can ascend? I know. I don't care. How far we can ascend. Me getting angry, I can feel someone. It's me being woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning with intentional surgery to try to stop my heart. They're using the drill. It's like an opulence drill on me for hours, 6 hours last night. I don't know why people think I say these words. I couldn't know them. Do you know what I mean? You know things. This will be used on everybody if it's not handled the right way, with certain people who deserve to not have this happen to them. There are so many people who deserve to be woken up out of a dead sleep. And I'm not sure why it's the same. It could be some weird ritual that said, yep, there it is. And it's some... Where does this weird... disgusting, I wouldn't tell anybody about this part of my darkness. Where does it end? That's the way love... Oh, is this an ex of yours? Is this somebody that said that they loved you? Is this the father? There could be a father and a child who are, why are they in hiding or something? PU, this could be Peru. Punta Cana, Puerto Rico, PR. EL. Preliminary. They could also have a date. Premature. Oh, I'll tell you what though. Yep, that's a blank. They're letting me know that that's what it is for somebody. This feels like everything's premature. I'm short fused. It could be, this feels very dangerous and obsessive passion for someone. And he may, like, if somebody did something, there's karma that this person is experiencing, because I feel like this could be the father of your child or a husband that now is by themselves. They could be dealing with some type of, I feel like it's addiction to you though, or addiction to knowing what you're up to. They were removed somehow from having some kind of reign when it came to possibly even targeting you in the past. You could have known this person as a child. I feel like this could be the playground or some type of YMCA, all right? Some type of after school thing, or I feel emotion from people because you know that I'm probably going to have bruises on my face, but that's just something I have to deal with. It won't happen often, if ever again. I don't remember ever doing that this time around. I don't remember, but it could have been the second or third. Christoph, you're right. Right. Well, it is what it is. I get real dark, and I'm going to be in the sun again. I'm already dark, so who knows? Maybe I'll just wind up. It'll blend in. Premature. Everything. So I think that somebody believed something prematurely, and this is how they wind up there. If they're not stuck in jail, that this Hierophant is like a federal prison or one of them fucking... I don't think so. We don't have a snack machine here. No eye scan snack machines here are fucking... Zzz. And this could be in the boonies with the forest. This feels like Camp Hill. Something like that, but in another country even. But when I heard, let me the fuck out of here now, why was that? Was somebody able to just leave? You know what's weird? Somebody could have been told, like, you're gonna go here because we're playing this thing, right? Where this is that gang stalking shit where people started acting things out. And they could have been told that and they never left. And this could even be your child's father or something. And now I'm in here. Pure, I see pure. He could have found out that you're pure, and that's what's driving him nuts. And it's not just one. Here I am again. You have tens of thousands of men who are locked up, and it just so happens that some of these men are ready to get out. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how, if this is for me or anyone that feels like me. I don't know how many of you women were also attacked with these weapons of mass destruction while you were sleeping. You could feel like I feel. You go back and forth. Some of you were dead set on never even looking at another man again. Well, you deal with more of them than I do. I only, this is my father and my son. That's it. Unless there's a bartender somewhere. And yeah, they're a little closed off. They find it hard to look at me or be around me. And I'm not sure if this always was like that. I don't like it. But this is just the way it is. Wow. I am talking to the women who all I have to do is walk by. That's it. It's flattering and it's dangerous, and it has been this way for me for quite some time. It says, and then it does something to somebody else too. But this brings out, this looks like rage, but balanced rage for me. This is right, but then here's the temperance of, man, this feels like I want to throw you up against the wall, and I want to ride you up the same wall. Yep, that's what it is. Like I want to throw you up against the wall. Right? Loyal when I do this. I respect you. And then I want to put you on the floor. And then and for some reason they are being blocked, or they cannot get to you, and this is all happening for good reason. We have felon here, I see. All we're doing is missing full or null. Oh, okay. This is null, like null and void. FU. Wow. Are they having freakouts? They could be fighting with other prisoners. This will be for multiple, but these are definitely men who I'm not gay. I can't wait to get out of here. Some of these guys, I remember doing a reading before where it said that some guys were going back into jail, where they were doing things they knew they wouldn't be in there for long, or saying like, yo, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't like the world. Put me back in. And now they regret doing this shit because they're either being shown things in their dream. Spent the night in jail. They're either being shown things in their dream. Now there's a possibility if you got locked up and you're like, God damn, why isn't this working? Why does he keep getting into accidents or flat tires? He's being kept from you because you got locked up because of something that had to do with him. And they're not for whoever you are, they're not going to let this man sit in your presence like that. You're going to notice something's up, but you would have never guessed that this person had something to do with it, or keeping you in there, or fucking with your paperwork or something, so that it just made it more difficult for you. Had a fake ID taken away with bouncer, spent the night in jail. He could have had this is for for this one, this is a forgery or identity fraud. They had some kind of, and if this is another country or something, they could have been trying to get out of that country, and then they got caught with some kind of fake ID. Border, it says, something like that. And disaster. Why, sir? Why? Did he cause disaster in your life? No spiritual protection. Oh, the fucking and the importance of this. Let's flip out some cards for this. Get a full deck, I'm hearing. Okay? It's a disaster when you have no spiritual protection, because the binding. I see binding spells, but I see men who at one point sat on a throne all over the world. These would be kings or men of valor. Disaster and no spiritual protection. This feels like voodoo with the snake. That's what this feels like to me. Deep cults. Oh, look at the magician. The card was in the middle of these. What? Sorry. Okay, so we got the J, right? We got them. And then there's another card with the lovers there. So this would be, they gain alliances, whether that's religious. I don't know why that's religious alliances, Freemason alliance. These are just the opportunists of men when it comes to dealing with other men. They both feel the same way about what? Because I do feel that represents the truth. They mock honest people. That's what this feels like. The judicial, right, in the judicial system. Okay. And then there's this whole thing. Ain't nothing holding me back. It's a disaster, because now something's coming full circle for these guys. These guys that did this black magic, or just that created this whole facade to get women, and then they cut them up, or like there's a lot of knives here, man. It's like women, and then not only am I gonna marry you, right? Marry you, but then I'm gonna remove you from this world, and then that's not good enough. I'm gonna have a life insurance policy, even though I'm taking everything that you had, and then I'm gonna remove your insides and make money off of them, as if these women were just throwaways. Yeah, this is heavy karma here with the Justice and the Karma. Tell me what's going on here. Look, this is that. These cards are mixed in sporadically through this deck, and this is that group. And I don't know what they were waiting on, but it looks like some money, man. And you could be the female that... I think that they also, some of these guys thought that we're all on the same page, and I just don't believe that that's true. Yeah, some of these guys dipped out. I can't do it. I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I actually find women amazing. All right, well, this is good. Yeah, like when you get the attention of the right woman, that's what somebody said. He goes, well, I don't like them. Well, then you haven't had the attention of the right one then. Wow, this either you're older or you're older in spirit. Okay. This is commotion to me now. Yeah, this is that one where, I mean, you touch something that comes off of a certain woman and it causes inner conflict. When a woman can create inner conflict, which would be more so because, but she doesn't do any, she doesn't say a word. So, you know, it's not that she's trying to agitate you, but she's stirring up something inside of you. Right. But you got to be confident or secure enough. See, a lot of men, and this is a conversation that was had by somebody, a lot of men, that's not enough. They'll feel that, and their first thought would be, I wonder what kind of car she drives, I wonder where she lives, what she has in her bank account. That's what, because you're just only thinking of that to physical security, right? Right. I'm not confident enough, so it winds up not happening. Right? Are you strong enough to be my man? Doesn't look like it. Gotta feel like you tonight. Some of you are Uber drivers and shit, and you keep delivering food to this woman's home, and it's like, oh my God, every time she opens the door, I can't. Like, some of these guys are ex-rapists and shit like that, and they're trying to do something a little bit different, and it's like, oh my, please get this lust thing off of me, please. Like, you're dropping off alcohol. This must be like California or something, where this like feels like Postmates, or even, I guess the same thing for Ubers, right? This is also for the Uber drivers that pick up some men that pick up certain women. I feel like you always have fresh drinks, or you have a drink and stuff, or snacks and shit, and she can tell that. I don't know if she's one of the first people that you drive in the morning, or if you just take notice and do this for her, but she notices. I guess everywhere now there's some type of wave that cleared out of anger, resentment, finger pointing and blaming the wrong one. And now that certain people are speaking, because I do believe that some of these men with the hermit were kind of forced to sit to themselves and appreciate with this the good women that they have or had in their life. Appreciate that they could be a little in and out when it comes to commitment like that, right? Like, I mean, I sit here and I say how I feel about women, good and bad, as if I was perfect during the entire whatever this was. I never blame myself for anything, at least not out loud. But what's the point if I can't say it out loud? Am I just fooling myself? Right? Is it more official once you say it out loud? Whether it's in the mirror or whether it's to somebody else. If it's silent for too long, does it really exist? There are some men who wound up in jail. I'm talking within minutes of making a plan to do something foul to somebody. And I don't feel like that somebody was the woman. I think it was to a man who wants a woman. So it could be that there are a lot of natural born women, or about as natural as you can get, who have had some type of crazy protection. So now these guys here with the justice, I do feel like some of these guys were kind of just sitting and withering away, like, all right, fine, I'll be the karmic fucking dude that they talk about in these readings and shit, right? I don't want to change. Something's going on where when I speak honestly about this one. One, my dick is hard still, and that's not going away, but two, good things happen. And sometimes those good things are other people being removed. Did you hear so-and-so got arrested? Yeah, they're doing 9 now. And that was like their 8th time getting arrested. And you know that they're not going to get out. But now if they find out what his name is and it has anything to do with somebody good or decent, or somebody that someone you know is intimidated by coming up off of, now they're going to let him out again to fuck with you. You know what I mean? It's just, fortune teller. I was told I was worth. Yep. Stay to yourself. And some of these guys did, man. And what you got out of this, fortune teller and Russian roulette, right? I trust them. Whoa, 2 orange and white cards. Orange. Going to a psychic, yeah. I trust them. Oh man, don't do this to me. Don't make it so that this person's right, man. Don't do this to me. Don't. Do I have to do this? This feels like the shakes that some of these guys didn't realize how much they couldn't stand certain types of women. Why do I want to be around the ones who can't stand me and like to see me angry? It's because they're mirroring me. I'm the one who likes to argue. She's mirroring me, and I'm blaming her for being this way. Money and green. I care. That's what made. That's it. Now, somebody that could have predicted, what about this money? That it was going to come quickly. This is what, or effortlessly. And the pumpkin spice. Somebody doesn't even have money for coffee, though. I do see that. I could have put money in the reverse, but this just looks like, God damn, I can't even afford a fucking cup of coffee. That's spiritual protection. I never thought spiritual protection would have actually been something physical. Well, right. Well, I guess it would be hard to tell. Delivery, somebody else has a shopping addiction. They can't shop, and they're sitting there shaking. This is an addiction to money, so there's a lesson here. Some Russian roulette. Somebody took a chance with something, and I don't know what happened. What is this Russian roulette? What is this something that somebody did? This would be triangulating or third party. Lied about something. This could even be cheat, lied. They could have lied about doing drugs or drinking or something. Yeah, somebody said that you were a drunk, that you were like real rambunctious and prostituting even. So if some of you are losing or you're in real bad situations and somebody just was to themselves and minded their business and had no idea. There's a person that didn't want to spend time with people because who knows why. Why is this? Why? I just wanted a peaceful life, right? And I can see what's going on. Like, I didn't say I wasn't rude, right? I didn't want to bring I don't want any problems. But somebody took that and said, oh, there's a crack in this girl. They must be weak because they're doing this shit. And the strong one's the one that stays the fuck to themselves like this and can find peace with themselves. That's the strong one. Not the ones who all join together and go, well, goddamn, let's make up some lies about this person then because we feel like shit. Like, this is how we feel about ourselves. This looks like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I don't like what I see. My looks are fluctuating or going back and forth. My weight's fluctuating. I have no fucking money, right? What is this? My clothes are getting too tight. I have to put boundaries up with some of these goddamn addictions that now it's difficult for me, and I'm secretly like trying to hide them and stuff in my room. Someone's addicted to throwing up. Another one is addicted to going to the thrift store. Someone else is addicted to the Dollar Drive-Thru or the Dollar General. $1 to them is about $225 fucking dollars in the dollar store and 8 shopping carts full of shit. Yeah, somebody has a mansion as far as it's concerned when it comes to the shit they bring into it. They bring nothing but thrift store and dollar store stuff, and I love that shit. My point is that you might as well just get a better product and spend more money, and then you'll appreciate. Because then what do they do? It's this lack of appreciation for the shit that you get because now in your mind this is hand-me-downs or this was made differently, and then you throw it or you step on it or you let the kids have it and shit. It's just such a weird situation. I want to get out of that immediately. Yeah. Each one of your chin hairs has a unique personality. Father and hermit men. Oh my God, is this another thing? Is this another thing with the features or what they're looking like? Are there men going through some type of physical withdrawal? Look, this is also another one. I thought that money was going to make me crazy. This guy's addicted to coffee. He's addicted to money. And this guy was addicted at one point to I think, Amazon or something like that. But what's bothering them now is this addiction to this other person. This is like, I'm going to work on myself. That's the first thing I heard, right? As if this person was in that body. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to distract myself. I'm going to stay away from people. Oh, yeah, truth, okay? And then what happened? Stay, right? So, right? And then somebody calls, bling, bling. They see somebody immediately. And this person comes off like the equalizer, right? But without the violence. They know if they tell me something, this and their things, this could be granny and shit, or fucking great grandma. It's like, oh my God, did you hear? What did you hear? Oh my God, what this person said about you, and it's affecting the family, and yada yada yada. And of course, this is chopped up, this is cut out, this is out. I didn't see the whole thing, which would be, I think you chose not to. You didn't ask any questions. You just took the information in, but yeah, I should have just said, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to work, I'm going to do this. This is also, hey, babe, what's this? Like, how? I got some cheesesteaks for you. This is somebody that this working on yourself required for you to eat different. And then next thing you know, it's here comes the fucking guy who works at the cheesesteak place, your friend that you could never get him to bring you one if you paid him $10, but now he's bringing you the shit that they had left over. Right? For another person, this is, what is this? This is your little bottle. It's like, hey, yeah, I forgot I had that bucket. Right, 6 months in a row now, huh? I told you that I didn't want to drink as much. You don't have the ability to do that. Or there's something about me drinking and you not even being an alcoholic that makes you feel stronger. You see me as weakened when I'm like this. When I say, oh, I'm hungover and shit. That's, this person thinks, well, I'm not. So I'm a better person today than you are. Look, and this is also an addiction to arguing. I cut this out. I don't want to argue anymore. I'm going to work on myself. Huh? And then what happens? Let's find out what happens, because I feel like this doesn't stick either. I'm gonna, yep, count that. What is that? 5, whatever it takes, bro. It could be 20 for you, considering your history. Volcano, yep. Oh my, that's how I said eruption. And that was premature everything, right? I do everything too quickly. I don't think it through, but I thought that was me being this free kind of, okay, whatever. But then I realized that you still have to think about things in a little bit more depth than that sometimes. What happens now? Yep, something happens where there's a little kink in the chain. Then I get tested immediately. It feels like, yeah, and it's usually with a wife or a mom. Here it is with a woman. It's a lady. I had some interaction with a woman, right? Where I meet her and then she lies or she fucking cheats or she defies me and shit. You know what I mean? And she leaves me. And this is what happened to them. So, oh my God, feels like a heavy amount of reflection. Minus the infection. Hello, thank you. But the infection doesn't feel like a disease sexually, or it feels like an internal. I have a spiritual infection. And I'm not sure if the food I'm eating is contributing to this. I have heard some people on YouTube and other platforms say that depending on who handed your food to you, this would be, like, I feel like I have control over my life, my emotions, except for when I think something needs to come out, because I'll take it out on somebody else. But I feel like I'm pretty good with that. Is it true, though, that somebody grabs this? Look like they have a rubber glove on, possibly, but is it something that's transferred through the vessel, like in Fallen? Oh, wow. No spiritual protection. Here I go. This is this. They cheat on me. This is the food. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at things spiritually now, right? I'm looking at these corporate restaurants. I'm watching them use gloves. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is somebody's like this, and I'm not sure which one of you are, but it could have been that someone told you to just be careful of all of this. This feels like exercising things that are just no good for you, getting rid of them in some way. And I just pay attention to who's cooking, what the looks are on their faces, who's serving me my coffee, who's touching things last, and how I feel once I touch it. Are these people are they experiencing judgment? How important it is. What if these people are doomed? What if they have such a heavy spiritual sickness that now I take that check, and what do I do to clear this shit? Do I just put my feet in the grass? I don't know if that works, but if I believe it does, it's how powerful belief is. This is a men and reflection. I'm excited for this. And I mean, I have judged. I'm under, right? I'm doing something. I mean, I've been manipulative. I've gaslighted. I've altered things to go in my favor. Somebody has a workbench outside. And I don't know if something's under it or around it. It could have fallen. You're looking for some piece of paper and it's by there. It could have even been taped underneath or something, or somebody else could have. But this is also, I went out today and I went to the city and I could feel some ripple effects from the sun. They're having me pulling a lot of shit. I feel some ripple effects of the sun. I listen to the nanobots loud with the static, the white, brown, or pink noise on the atmosphere app at the same time. And because I feel the ripple effects of this too. And maybe they have me feeling it. I don't feel like I deserve it because I'm supposed to figure something out. But this is this. We're going to keep going with this. The food, who's handing me my food? There are many people that work at this place. Some of them could be experiencing, or they could just be like a lifetime of judgment and karma and bad luck and jinn and shit. And the magician, you could be looking at some people and thinking, God damn, they look like they mess with voodoo and black magic. This looks like a fucking, like a mask, a tense makeup. Are they men too? So you could even be thinking like, wow, man. Even some of the waitresses or bartenders, they all look masculine. And in some place that somebody goes to, or in your area, this is what's up. And I think that you're just thinking, when they make your food, are they angry men? I'm looking at them like women, and I'm watching them move around. And by the cover, you are. In a different way, you're judging a book by its cover. The Ace of Pentacles for me is a cleansing. And what do I do now? Yeah, my food, there he is. He's bringing it even when they drop it off. What should I do? Should I just say one of these chants I've been saying telepathically and see if that works? It will work. Do I put on a frequency to remove entities and feel it come out of the food too? Yeah, you could. You could put that sapient entity removal on. Even water. Everything that gets touched has some type of attachment. Yep. Be careful of shit and everything. This is, too impulse, just grabbing things, right? Even at the supermarket, I grab things. This really is, and this is water. For some of you, hopping in the pool or going into the ocean and shit like that, going into the sun, that kind of nature. Yeah, I guess putting your feet in the grass and things like that. But this is going to help because then everybody's going to want to do this, and this is going to bring nature back. I think this is the shit we've been waiting on. I feel that in certain areas where there could have already been a high volume of gay, homosexual, like LGBTQ and all the other letters that are after that now that I'm not aware of, that are bringing back the 80s and things and cutting their shirts and bringing neon back. I'm so excited for this. I felt it. I'm so for it. And I hope that this winds up being everywhere. That we just stay within the 80s and the 90s. Like, well, some people, but the 60s and the 90s. Yeah, if we could do that, that would be great. See you.